One more deep breath, inhale. Stretch and reach the arms up. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart center. Reach down for your blocks. Pick your blocks up and walk them towards the front of your mat. Standing in Tadasana with your hand palms forward, heart open. Legs are probably more separated than mine are. Inhale, stretch and reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, hands to shins, wave the spine up halfway. Exhale and fold. Good, just releasing here for a moment. From here, step your right foot back, finding a low lunge. Take your back knee, touch it down to the mat, and roll yourself up. Reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, draw your shoulders down the back of the body. On your inhale, make a big circle with the arms all the way down, around, and up. 2 more times, all the way down, around, and up. 1 more time, all the way down, around, and up. From here, take your hands to the inside of your front foot. You'll probably have to heel toe your front foot away a little bit more. Great opportunity to grab your blocks. Put your hands on top of your blocks as you settle into your lizard pose. So it may feel good to pivot the toes towards the outer edge of your mat, and it may even feel good, is that okay? It may even feel good to come onto the outer edge of your front foot. But do try to keep your chest nice and open. Inhale. Exhale. You'd certainly have the option to take your back toes into the mat and lift your back knee. If that does not suit you, then you can place your knee back down. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Another deep breath in. And a deeper breath out. And you begin to pivot your toes back forward. Put your blocks out ahead of you. Step back, downward facing dog. So if you're feeling that Achilles tendon soften at the knees, take a nice deep breath in. It's just when you lift the leg. And I think it's because when this leg goes up, you put more weight.
I think that's definitely.
Yeah.
Because I do downward facing dog.
Okay, so taking a modified flow, you're going to set your knees down to the mat. Reach your head forward, dip your chest down. Lift your chest up. And then return to downward facing dog. And walk your hands in towards the back of the mat. Soften at your knees and slowly roll up. Excuse me. Arms reach up, inhale. Thank you. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Walk towards the front of the mat once again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, hands to shins, wave up halfway. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back, find that lunge. Touch your back knee down. Put your hands on blocks, perhaps, and slowly roll all the way up. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, big circle with the arms. Lift the arms back up. Reach around and lift the arms back up. One more time, around. Lift your arms up and then set your hands down to the inside of your front foot. Setting up for that lizard variation, you're going to point your right toes to the outer edge of the mat and then perhaps come to the outer edge of your front foot. You feel that luscious space between the inner and the outer thigh. Always an option to pick up the back knee off the mat if you want a little more energy through that left thigh. So choose what suits you. Keep breathing in and keep breathing out. Just creating some mobility, creating some more space. Take another deep breath in And a deeper breath out as you return that foot back in. Blocks back to the front of your mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath cycle in your down dog. Inhale. Exhale, let it release. Next, inhale, touch your knees down to the mat. Dip your chest down. Lift your chest up. And then return to that downward facing dog. Walk your hands in towards your feet at the back of your mat, softening at your knees, and then slowly building your spine back up. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Walk towards the front of your mat. Legs are hips width or a little bit wider. Take a nice deep breath in. On your exhale, sweep the hands behind you. Open up the heart. Clasp the hands and open up the chest. Soften at your knees and fold forward. Good. Allow your shoulders to draw down your back as your hands reach towards the wall ahead of you. It's a nice, easy chest expansion here. Nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. And on the next exhale, release the hands towards the mat. Deeply bend your knees and roll yourself up through your Utkatasana, your chair pose. Sink the hips down, lift the heart forward, shoulders down. Hands can certainly be at heart center or arms reaching out ahead of you. Next, exhale, press yourself up to standing. Inhale, stretch and reach the arms up. How you doing? Good. Good. Exhale, swan dive forward. Step your right foot back. Put your hands on your blocks. Find this high lunge. So whatever height suits you for your blocks. Reach your head forward. You always have the option to ground your back knee.
So I can ground the back heel, right?
No, I want the back heel lifted for now.
Okay.
Because you're in your lunge. We'll get to your warrior in a moment. So that back knee can touch. That's totally fine. And if that back knee is down, lift your heart, lift your head up. Inhale. Exhale. Now just for a moment, pick up that back knee, ground your back heel, set up for side angle so that front arm to the front knee, top arm reaches all the way up. Good. Draw your shoulders down, perhaps gazing towards your toes, perhaps gazing straight up towards the ceiling. Energize those legs. So you mentioned you want to keep that tone and strength in your lower and upper body. So really root down through your feet. You should feel that energy awaken in your thighs. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. From here, lower the right hand down. Pivot your left toes towards the door side of the room so that you're in a standing straddle. Good, and a block is always nice here if you choose. And just let your upper body fold forward. Good, take a nice deep breath and lengthen and lift your spine. Exhale, deepen the fold. Maybe soften at the knees. Just do what feels good here. Exhale, let it release. From here, turn your heels inward. Toes point outward. Deeply bend the knees. Slowly, with heavy head and heavy arms, roll yourself up. Reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And maybe move side to side here, Natasha. Yeah. Draw your pelvic floor muscles in and up, and eventually finding stillness through center, head reaching up, tailbone reaching down. Return to your breath. Feel your beating heart up against your hands. Feel the breath on your hands as well as you exhale. Feel that inner thigh, quadriceps, lots of energy there. On your next exhale, fold forward, pivot your toes towards the front of your mat, towards the stereo side of the room, so that you find yourself in a lunge, and then step back, downward facing dog. So just passing through that lunge. Breathe. Yes, the great exhale. Next inhale, touch your knees down to the mat. Open your heart forward. Dip your chest down. Lift your chest up. Return to that downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next inhale, walk your hands back in towards your toes at the back of your mat. And then very slowly roll up. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Walk towards the front of your mat. Take a nice deep breath in. Reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine up halfway. Exhale, fold. This time your left foot steps back, grounding the knee, finding your variation of your lunge. Hands on your blocks. Just giving you a different angle from here. That's why I'm facing this way. So inhale, lengthen and lift your heart. Keep your front knee tracked over your front ankle. You're good. Feel the length through your left hip flexor. And again, energize your front foot into the mat. Feel that lifting up energy. Just for a moment, you'll pick the back knee up off the mat. Pivot onto the outer edge of your back foot. Front arm to front knee. Left arm reaches up, finding your side angle. Again, your gaze can be towards your toes, maybe up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Deeper breath out. Deep breath in. Deeper breath out. One more time, inhale. Exhale, unwind the spine. Take your front toes, pivot them towards the right so that you're back into your standing straddle. Inhale, lengthen your spine up. Exhale, fold. From here, turn the right toes out and bend into that knee. Take your blocks with you, it feels good. So you're taking a little bit of a side lunge variation. That feel okay? And if you wanted to go deeper, your toes can lift. Your heart can lift. Perfect, nice. Challenging your balance. Return your hands back down. Lift your hips back up. Walk your blocks over as you bend into your left knee. Lift that heart with the option once again to place your palms at heart center. Always an option to keep your hands right where they are. And say mercy in my right inner thigh. Whew. Next exhale, return back through center. Then pivot your toes towards the front of your mat. Set the hands alongside the front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Inhale, touch your knees down. Lower your chest down. Lift your chest up. Lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back in towards your toes at the back of your mat. And then very slowly roll yourself up bone by bone. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Walk towards the front of your mat. So for the purposes of your video, I'm going to turn back this way so if it's helpful for you to turn back this way. So from here, you're going to step your right foot back, find your warrior two. Tracking your front knee over your front ankle, tracking your ribs over your hips, and energetically reach out of your fingertips. As you inhale, straighten the front leg, lengthen, look towards the door side of the room. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale and lower. One more time, inhale, exhale, lower. Reverse stance the warrior, turn the front palm up and reach back. Maybe even bending the top arm so that that hand can cradle the back of your head. Just gives you a little more length through the front side of the waist. And on your next inhale, make your way back to your warrior two. Straighten your front leg, push your hips back, and come into your Trikonasana. Grab a block perhaps, or perhaps your hand stays below that knee. Try to stack your wrist over shoulder, your shoulder over bottom wrist. Maybe the gaze is towards your toes, maybe it's up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. On your exhale, return the bend to the front knee. Lift back up through warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Heel toe your back foot in. And step towards the front of your mat, arriving in your Tadasana. Nice deep inhale. Nice deep exhale. Inhale, stretch and reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center as you step your left foot back, finding your warrior two, reaching the arms energetically, tracking ribs over hips, knee over front ankle, and root down through your feet, especially the outer edge of your back foot. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push through the front foot. Exhale, lower. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reverse stance that warrior, bend that top elbow. Exhale into warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, press the hips back. Exhaling into your Trikonasana. Triangle. Stacking top wrist over shoulder, over the other shoulder, over your bottom wrist. Maybe gazing at your toes, maybe up towards the ceiling. Yeah, deep breath. Next exhale, soften into the standing leg. Lift back up. Straighten the front leg, heel toe the back foot in, and then step towards the front of your mat. Take a nice deep breath in.